Good morning. It is Thursday. Wait. Yes, it is Thursday. Just making sure. The days kind of get mixed up when we have the holiday on Monday, but today has been a good morning so far. I woke up close to 7. I planned on waking up early today because LGD was playing EG this morning for their last match in the group stages, and EG have been undefeated up to this point, so LGD beat them 2-0, which feels great. Although the second game was kind of like, it felt like an all-star game where they had like the most random hero picks, and you can just tell during the match the way they were playing, they were kind of goofing around a little bit. Not everyone, but you know, some of them were. But after that, took a shower and I walked Riley for longer than usual because I had the time. So waking up early and having all that time felt very great. I actually got my full workout in this morning, which I'm so happy about. I love being able to get that stuff done before, you know, the second half of your day. It kind of takes a lot off your mind, and I think for me, whenever I'm at the office, if I'm just sitting there the whole 8 hours, you know, I feel kind of fat and sluggish and just everything is stewing while I'm sitting there. So today has been good. I'm in a good mood. I would say that I'm normally in a good mood, but there are certain times where I just feel like extra happy, especially moments where I'm walking Riley and it's sunny and there's a nice breeze, and sometimes I'm just walking her and I'm listening to my music and I'm singing and it feels great. So I have spoken about the fact that I need to be in Vegas in a week or so because our house is closing and I need to go there to sign. But for some reason, my dad doesn't have a definitive date yet. So I'm quite sure it's next week, because I remembered the date that he mentioned always being somewhere along the beginning of June, which, I mean, technically this weekend is the beginning of June, but if it was this weekend, shit, I would like to think that he would know by now. So I'm going to anticipate it's not this weekend. That, I guess, I am looking forward to, because it would feel like a mini vacation, perhaps. I get to see my parents, and if I'm able to, it would be nice to stay in Vegas for the weekend and hike around there or explore around there. One of the drives that I did on my way back from Hurricane Utah was south of Vegas, and I really loved that drive. So I think I might be able to go around that area again. And that area was just nice because there's hardly any people. It seemed like an out-of-the-way route that people would not take unless they had a desire to camp nearby or sightsee or whatever else there is there. So it would be nice to go, and maybe we'll go out to eat dinner, and I don't know what else we'll do as a family. My brother won't be there, obviously. Right now, I am driving home from work because I got my schedule mixed up. So it turns out that today is the day where they're doing upper bracket matches right after the group stages. So I'm kind of annoyed that I looked at the schedule wrong, because that means that I missed the first game of LGD versus VG, which is an upper bracket match, and that's a really good matchup. VG is pretty much a contender for the best Chinese team right now, along with LGD. So the fact that I missed the first game makes me sad. I will maybe try to watch that game tonight because, you know, I'm sure that turned out to be a really good match. I'm back home, so I'm sitting here watching my game. I got cut off earlier because my camera overheated. I was recording from my dashboard area, and yeah, it gets pretty hot. The sun's pretty strong out. So it's 8 minutes into the game, and yeah, let's hope for that fast game. In the meantime, we have someone making a racket. I think it's so funny how she's trying to force her tongue into such a small hole. Like, her tongue, I don't think actually fits in there. There's a tiny bit of peanut butter left, and who knows if she'll actually finish it. Oh my gosh, so noisy. So noisy. Okay, so I don't think I've ever shown my pitaya bowl fully before. So here it is. Similar to, oops, sorry. Similar to bubble tea, I wrap it in paper towels or napkins or whatever so I don't get my hands sticky. But at the bottom you can see that there's granola, and I actually love that they put granola on the bottom and the top. In between is the pitaya mix, and then at the top I tend to get raspberries, strawberries, bananas, kiwi, blueberries, coconut flakes, honey, and goji berries. So I believe that they got it right this time. And I do admit that the fact that their lid is flat is actually kind of annoying. I feel like they should get a dome lid. I don't know if that's something I should suggest to them, but aside from that and the presentation not looking the greatest, this is actually my favorite bowl here in San Diego. It's $9 flat and I get it all the time. So now I gotta walk to the office because there's a billion people and there's no parking spots right outside my building. And I hate having to carry this, man. Hi, happy Friday everybody. I got to head back to work. I wanted to talk about the fact that I finally booked my Vegas Airbnb because my dad kind of confirmed days with me yesterday, and it's next week basically, so I need to book my Airbnb now so I don't miss out. Not so much miss out, but lose out on availability. But man, Airbnbs here, I'm so worried my camera's gonna get hot, so I'm gonna deflect it with my hand if that works. Yeah, the prices there fucking suck. I actually really am not too thrilled with having to book one in the city because they charge ridiculous cleaning fees, like $75 to $200. I think most of the majority are 100 plus, even if it's just for 1 to 2 night stay. So fuck that shit. And unfortunately, I can't do a hotel because hotels don't let me keep Riley inside the room when I'm not there, and I will definitely need that from time to time. So I booked for 2 nights. It will be a Saturday to Monday. I have to be there on a weekday to sign, so I'm gonna have to ask my manager to see if I can work a weekend day. Again, similar to TI, because I don't have PTO days to use for this. So I'm actually somewhat looking forward to this because I get to see our new house, and I want to also see the Cirque du Soleil show called O. When I went on my trip with my parents in the Midwest area, we went to, well, yeah, I guess it counts as the Midwest, kind of. We went to like Grand Canyon in Arizona, we went to Vegas, we went to a bunch of different states, and it was actually just a beautiful trip that I was a teenager for, that I was really anal about, so I was very unhappy. But the one thing I loved during that entire trip was the Cirque du Soleil show in Vegas in the Bellagio called O. And it's an aquatic performance basically, because the stage is like a pool, and I loved it so much. I love the music, it's so beautiful, and I want to see it again. It's been a long time, almost a decade. I think it's been 8 years now. So yeah, I told my dad, I asked him if he wanted to come see it with me, just to ask him, not to pressure him, because tickets are pretty expensive. They're like 150 plus. Well, 100 plus I'd say, but the decent seats are 150 plus, and I don't want a bad seat if I were to go again. So he is gonna see if he can get me resident ticket prices before I buy. Hopefully he can get it to me soon, because I would like to book those tickets reasonably soon. And who knows if he'll want to see it again with me, because I know that our interests are so far apart from each other. So I love Cirque du Soleil. I've seen 3 of their productions so far, and actually I would probably be interested in seeing all of their productions if I were able to, and if money wasn't a factor, because yeah, I really enjoy what they do. I feel like their performances are spectacular and so amazing, and O is definitely my favorite out of all of theirs that I've seen. Only 3, but yeah, so I have that to look forward to next weekend. I'm definitely pretty excited about it because Vegas actually has a fair amount of nice parks around it. So I am getting antsy now, and there is still one more match for ESL One Birmingham today, Secret versus Gambit. But I'm being bad, and I don't know, I don't feel super motivated to watch them. So I had the game on, but I was playing chess, Anyways, here I have my collection of things to use to wash my bike. So I have chain lube. I purchased these two last time because I've cleaned my chain once in the past, and I figured if I'm washing my bike, I might as well do it again. Cleaning my chain really doesn't take long. I need to see if, let me see. So last time I used like some sort of toothbrush to wash it, but I might just end up using a, I might just end up using my freaking sponge or something and see how that works. Oh, and earlier, just before I started filming this, when I was opening my box, a fucking flea jumped on me. And fuck, man, I know that I have them again in my house a little bit, but it's so unsettling when you see it on you, because it makes me feel like it's more than just one or two lingering around. I saw one dead on Riley yesterday. It was dying on her ear when she came over to me in the bathroom, and all of them are protected, so fuck, my god, I can't believe they're still here. Okay, anyways, next up, this is what I'm trying out. This is what I am really looking forward to seeing how it works out. Claying my car. Apparently it is very good for longevity for your clear coat, protecting your paint and everything. And people were saying that for their car, it takes 1 to 2 hours the first time when you're not really too familiar with it. But mine is a motorcycle, and hopefully I don't do it incorrectly. Hopefully I clean properly, so when I do end up claying, I'm not destroying my paint by rubbing particles and stuff over it. I like to think I'm not stupid enough to do that. Next up is dishwashing solution. I'm probably just going to use that as my main thing to wash my bike. Hopefully it'll work very well for my rims. And then here we have more microfiber towels. This I'm going to be using, oh shit, where's my wax? Oh, my wax. I found it. So we got wax, dishwashing solution, towels, chain related stuff, and then my wax, my clay. I have my sponge outside near the hose already, so it's time to bring this all out. Okay, so here is what I'm working with. Got some dirty stuff down here. My back rims are the ones that are extremely dirty. Oh shit, this might take a lot longer than I think. Oh crap, there's all this stuff back here. And then this thing is what I'm super curious about. I don't think it's scraped paint by any means, but it looks that way. Anyways, there's much to be desired. Super dirty everywhere. We got cobwebs all over the place. So let's get started. Okay, I'm finally done. Honestly, I feel like even if I wax it, I can't really tell if it looks any better. I guess the white definitely looks super crisp right now, but that took so much time, and honestly, I'm not really pleased with my rims because I didn't have the proper solution to get the grime. I was using dishwashing soap, and honestly, it's not strong enough. What I did realize later on was that my chain cleaner, which I only had a little bit left of, was pretty good at cleaning the grime off my rims, so I was gonna buy more. And I'm actually wondering if my chains are fully clean. I did clean them a bit earlier, but maybe I didn't do a very good job, so maybe I'll just do that another time. I need to buy more chain cleaner anyways. But, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And it's hot now, and I'm freaking starving. But I'm pretty much done, I guess. I'll just have to remember to lube up my chain when I go out. I don't know if it'll be today. Probably tomorrow. Oh man, that was quite the effort. And I'm still so tired and worn out, and honestly, I can't even tell the difference with the after result because I feel like my paint already wasn't really that bad of a shape, but I don't know. I can't tell if the claying really did anything, but I waxed and everything. There were a few spots on my bike where there were marks I couldn't get off entirely. And my chain is not looking perfect, but I guess it's unrealistic for me to expect my chain to be looking new. Like, there will probably be grime and stuff on my chain that won't be able to be removed and will probably prevent it from looking, you know, pristine and perfect and like new. So that stuff can be a little misleading, but my rims are just not perfect. I definitely need to buy more chain cleaner. Maybe I'll do that soon because I want my rims to be perfect. And honestly, I was kind of amazed when I sprayed my chain cleaner on it. It removed the grime so easily. I spent so much time on my rims. That was the single most effort I spent compared to everything else. And towards the end, I was freaking starving. And I tried to do the, I tried to stream it on Twitch, and I think it was working for 30 minutes, but then my camera died, maybe because of heat. It was pretty sunny out and it was hot, and she was just lying there the whole time. So who knows if anyone was even watching, but it's only 1:40 now, and I am thinking about what I want to do. Do I want to joyride today? Do I want to take her out fetching? Do I want to hike? Hiking might be too late. I think that would be a little late for that. So I guess I don't have to force some stuff too much. Plus, if I want to go riding, I think my GoPro is drained of batteries right now. I'll have to check. But definitely need to eat first. I already did my workout this morning, so our workout's done for the day. I could maybe do some cardio later, but I have like a bit of grime all over me, like on my hands. So it looks like most likely Team Secret won, which is what I expected anyways. I'll see what I decide to do.